And again, Pitt back to throw, and he's got some time. Fires long in the middle. Ron C. can't hold it as he hit him up at the 48-yard line, but the defensive pressure was there also. It would have been a great catch, but C. did get a hand on the throw.
Lebanon trying the deep turn-in route to Ron C. Had Tressler on the backside, running the post route. Pretty good protection for the quarterback, Damon Pitt, and that stops the clock with the incompletion. And of course, we don't know how much time is left in the period. That clock, once again, has gone haywire on us.
Well, it's gone haywire all year. We've been putting up with this. 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils at their own 33-yard line. Pitt with a call, wideouts left and right, and Pitt again retreats to throw and again gets good protection. Now flushed out of the pocket, and Pitt will throw incomplete. And I think he just threw that one away. Hankins was in the vicinity, but the pass was wide and hit the ground where nobody was, and I think Pitt just unloaded one.
Not what I'd call a great job by the receivers in coming back to the quarterback. When they sense the quarterback's in trouble, they need to come back to him and shorten that distance if the ball's got to go. Hankins was on his way back, but he was in traffic instead of heading toward the sideline where the ball eventually wound up. He was coming back in traffic.
3rd and long for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 10, as a matter of fact, from the 33, and Pitt to throw. Pitch back to Stafford. Stafford got a little hole, blasts out to the 35, knocked down at the 36, and Riverdale played that really well. They may give him the 37, about a 4-yard gain on the play by Stafford, but not near enough, and it'll bring up 4th down for the Blue Devils, and they trail this football game 14-0, and I still say thank you, Riverdale, for not kicking that field goal a moment ago.
Well, Clyde, they didn't go for what we felt like would be a pretty sure thing with the three-pointer. Instead, trying to go for the juggler, trying to put Lebanon away early on the gamble with the fake field goal. And Ryan Alls smelled that out and made the tackle as Reggie Smith came around the corner on the little shuttle pass. John, any idea how much time we've got left?
It's around the 1-minute mark, Tommy. It was about 30 seconds is what we just been signaled in. So 30 seconds to go in the half.
So the Blue Devils are either going to have to come up with a 6-yard first down play or kick the ball away here. And evidently Tressler is in, and evidently they're going to kick it away. And Tressler will be back to kick for the Blue Devils. They will not risk it here with Riverdale this close.
And we're probably a man short because Lucas is on the punt team.
Here is the kick. Tressler. What
wow.
a beauty. Oh, what a kick by Tressler. This was a rocket. Hits out of bounds inside the 20, and now he'll walk back to the 20 of Riverdale. Tressler hit that ball at about his 24-yard line, and he hit a rocket that time.
Terry, what about that yardage?
Big kick by Tressler. The line of scrimmage was the 37. He kicks it out of bounds at the Riverdale 20. That kick good for 43 yards.
Beautiful kick by Tressler.
John, any idea about Lucas down there on the sideline?
Tommy, they're putting a brace on him now to protect that collarbone and get it stabilized, and they're going to probably haul him out of here any minute now. But it is definitely a collarbone, either a fracture or some kind of hard bruise to the collarbone.
Here's Riverdale. They hand it to their big fullback, John Tay Martin. He's hit as he crosses the 25, falls forward to the 26, to the 27-yard line, and going to pick up about a 7-yard gain by Martin, the fullback. And Martin is just making mincemeat of the Lebanon line down there.
Well, they're getting a good push at the point of attack. Now Lucas is out of the football game, so we do not have Lucas in there at the linebacker spot. We're going with Griffin and Kelly as the two linebackers for Lebanon.
And Riverdale now with wideouts left and right, and don't be surprised if Locke puts it up here because he has got an arm. 2nd down and 3 for Riverdale, and Locke back to throw. Looks, pressure on, dodges all, got out of an impossible jam, fires complete at the 38, dropped at the 42, but Titus Kelly, and what a marvelous recovery by Locke. Alls had him all over the place. I don't know how he got out of there.
That's the end of the first period. Lebanon trails Riverdale by a score of 14-0. We'll be back with our halftime show after this 2-minute timeout.
Now we welcome you to the second half of the Lebanon-Riverdale football game, brought to you by Fakes and Hooker, First Bank and Trust, First Insurance Group, First United Methodist Church, J.R. Hobbs Realty, K.O. Lester Cash and Carry, Lebanon Cablevision, Permapipe Division, Midwestco, Piggly Wiggly, Rochelle, McCullough and Alls, Square One Express and Hallmark Drive-Thru, by TRW, and by Women's Health Center.
For Riverdale will be Michael Knox, and deep to return for the Blue Devils will be Joel Griffin. Griffin standing on about his 5, and I'd like to see him maybe catch one in the air and see if he can get those legs loosened up, Clyde Harville.
Well, we need something good to happen. Lebanon came out and started like a whirlwind and then fizzled after the first series and didn't do a lot the rest of the half, so Blue Devils going to have to get it in gear. Long kickoff going to go to Griffin. At the 4-yard line, he's at the 5 to the 10 to the 15, slides outside and dropped at the 16-yard line as knifing in is Tigg to make the stop. Carlos Tigg, he's made a lot of tackles tonight and got down in a hurry on that one to drop Griffith at the 15.5-yard line.
Lebanon's offense once again starting in poor field position inside their own 20 on the 16-yard line. Damon Pitt is the quarterback for the Blue Devils. The fullback comes out is Brian Reeves, and the tailback is Joel Griffin.
And double wideouts to the near side. Zachary and C both to the near or the wide side of the field. And down the line comes Pitt trying to turn it up. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. May not have got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. As knifing through there was big number 67 for the Riverdale Warriors. That's Todd Harris, 5'10", 246. He's played a lot of defense in that front tonight.
Lebanon went with the unbalanced set. We had the tight end and 2 receivers on the same side of the field. Unbalanced, we ran the option, tried to run the option to the near sideline, to the wide side of the field.
Hankins in the ball game now as the receiver, and he is split to the near side. Pitt the quarterback. Griffin goes back to fullback. And the pass is to the near side to Hankins at the 18-yard line, knocked out at the 20. They'll give him a pretty good spot on that one, actually the only good one we've gotten all night. But they give him the 20-yard line, and it's a gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6 situation for the Blue Devils at their own 20-yard line. And Tommy, they need to make something happen.
Well, and there's really not a good play call down here deep in your own territory, 3rd and 6. They've just stuffed the run on us all night. We might be forced to throw it.
Pitt with double wideouts left and right. Riverdale again stacking them on that line, and Pitt now goes back to throw. Pumps once and fires. He's got Ron C at the 35. C drug down at the 40-yard line, and it's a 1st down. They're not even going to give him the 40. They're going to give him the 39. So I'll take that good spot back. Now I think he moved up and is going to spot the football at the 40. So a 20-yard gain on a pass play.
Well, that's a good job. They hit Ron deep on the sideline, gave a little play fake, and the offensive line, to their credit, gave Damon the time necessary to throw the football.
And the pump fake kind of pulled a man off of Ron C a little bit, and then he hit him over there on a good gainer. 1st and 10 Blue Devils at their own 40, trailing 14-0. 3rd period just started here at Noakes-Lasker Field at Lebanon High. Handoff, 2nd man through. Stafford gets a yard, no more. Boy, they're just jamming that run up. Riverdale is not going to allow that run. They're going to make Lebanon beat them through the air if the Blue Devils are able to pull it off.
That 5-3 defense, the middle of it is Litchford, Kevin Litchford, senior middle linebacker. Now, last year, folks, the guy who played that position was Antron Peebles. He's at UT now on scholarship. They like to let that middle linebacker flow to the football.
All right, Lebanon with a 2nd down and 9 now. Blue Devils have it at their own 41. Hankins is split left to the near side. Pitt back to throw, fires it out to Hankins. He's got it and had his legs clipped off from under him. They'll give him the 44-yard line, a gain of about 3 on the play. And Hankins did well because a good tackle by Riverdale's Jonte Barton just kind of took his feet out from under him, and he stretched it back out and gets almost back to where he caught the football. 3rd down now and 6. Second situation we've had like this in this drive, which began at our 15.5. Now it's at Lebanon's 44. Wideouts left and right, and Pitt will make the call for the Blue Devils. C is wide to the right side. And here's C on the look-in. Caught. Great catch, C. Loose football. but hang on to your hats. There's flags down everywhere. Riverdale comes up with a fumble, but wait and let's see. I think it's going to be pass interference on Riverdale. I believe is going to be the call because they were all over Ron C. when he caught the football.
Lebanon going to the slant route, trying to hit Ron quickly inside the defensive back, and the D-back played through Ron trying to get the football, and John, the flag going against Riverdale, and that one was pretty obvious.
Right you are, Tommy. We was just talking about here, there was a fumble on the play. We was discussing if the ground can cause a fumble in high school football, and the comment was not here at Noakes-Lassiter Field anyway. But the the penalty will be against Riverdale, and Lebanon will retain possession. It's going to be just outside the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, Blue Devils.
All right, that will move the football near, well, inside the Riverdale 41. And the Blue Devils started this drive at their 15, and the Blue Devils need to go get one and get back in this football game. Wideouts left and right. Hankins to the near side. Zachary is wide to the right side, and Pitt is back to throw. Looks, got a little time, fires, and it's intercepted down at the 30-yard line. They were going for Carson, and I don't think he ever saw the ball. Riverdale comes off with an interception, their second of the evening, and stops the drive, and they'll take over the football at their own 32-yard line.
Maloney just stepped right in front of Carson to make the interception. Looks like we threw it into coverage, or as you said, Clyde, Carson not looking back for the football. The ball right on top of him. Maloney did a good job of just stepping in there and taking the football away.
All right, Riverdale will have it now. They'll start at their own 32. And Locke will set him down. Wideouts left and right. He hands it to that big fullback, and he's tripped up as he hit the 32, and he'll fall forward to about the 34-yard line. A gain of about 2, possibly a little bit more by Martin. Give him a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for the Warriors at their own 35.
With Mark Lucas out of the football game, getting that neck and shoulder looked at, the linebacker duo in the middle, Griffin and Tim Kelly up front. We've got Nelson at the nose, Clemens at one tackle, Alls at the other tackle. Gannon and Carson are your defensive ends for the Blue Devils.
2nd and 8 for the Warriors. They're out of the huddle and up to the line. And Locke, the danger man, is underneath the controls. Man in motion coming to the near side for the Warriors, and they give it to Martin again, and he blasts over the 35 out to the 36, 37, 38-yard line. A gain of about 3 or maybe 4 on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Warriors here. And the Blue Devils need to stop this and get the football back. They trail 14-0, and we're just beginning the second half of the ball game. Lebanon had one possession, a couple of first downs in their drive, and now Riverdale has taken over. Warriors are set. Man in motion again, and Warriors jump offside and make contact that time, and jumping is Delaney Solomon. And that name just reeks of speed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It got him out on the wideout.
He was in a hurry, and that's a false start in track. In fact, he was in for that one play, and now he leaves. They're not happy with him jumping offside on that play, and Coach Gary Rankin giving him a mouthful as he gets over on the sideline saying, young man, I gave you a chance, and here's what you do with it. You jump offside.
And he did big time. Moves the football back to the 34-yard line, and instead of 3rd and 3, it's 3rd and 8. But again, that may be worse because now Locke will want to throw. Wide out to the left, slot to the left, man in motion, 2 men in motion now for the Warriors as they put them everywhere, and Locke back to throw. Penalty flags flying, and here comes Locke on a run to the near side, turns it at the 35 to the 40, 45, knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line, but hold the fort. This one's going to come back.
John Tressler just missed tearing Locke's head off.
He sure did, Tommy. He squared up to hit him. The kid is so quick. He's so fleet-footed, east and west, and not to say he's not fast north to south, but he moves so fast left to right that it's hard to get a good lick on him. It's going to be illegal for